go even further beyond!
Yeah, my name is Zakashi, and in this video you click the video so you know what it's for, but we're going to be preparing for you guys to actually get GOTENKS to Zenkai 7 when his Zenkai releases. Now if you're wondering how I know or believe that he's going to get a Zenkai, the first thing I'm going to do is actually enter the news section here. So I'm going to show you guys in the news. You can go into his section here, Legends Road GOTENKS returns, and nobody really reads any of this because most of it's obvious, but there's always boost units that are useful. But if you scroll down even further, you see in the red text here, it randomly inserts information about Zenkai Awakening. It doesn't say he's going to get a Zenkai Awakening, but it randomly inserts such information. But another thing that also makes me believe that he's going to get a Zenkai, if you scroll all the way down to where co-op is here, right, you can actually click into it and it tells you how long the event's going to last, and it ends on the 2nd of December. So you can see that at the top, 6 GMT, that's my time zone, I'm in the UK. But then if you go into the GOTENKS event, you can actually see at the top there's a challenge battle 2, which actually opens literally a day after the co-op ends. So it makes sense if GOTENKS was the opponent or something like that for you to actually Zenkai Awakening. And with Trunks Youth, we had an event where, or like with Zenkai characters usually that we've had, there'll be like one event or something like that. With Trunks, I believe there was one where you couldn't clear it unless you had Trunks Youth, or Goku Youth was the other one, at least Zenkai 1. So this would make sense if it was to be a challenge battle 2 like they usually do. So that's why I'm saying this video is here for you guys to prepare. Now I'm going to be giving you some tips on what I know from experience and obviously what we've had in the past to actually guide you to actually prepare the best way you can, because Zenkai Awakenings are something really hectic. Like, it gets you grinding a lot, and especially when it's co-op, it's going to be quite tedious because you're going to be doing the same thing over and over again, and you're going to need a lot of resources before the event leaves, because you're going to need super souls and whatnot. But I'll explain that like going into the video. But if you haven't already, make sure to press that subscribe button on this grind to 10k. This video is going to be real useful, so make sure you press that subscribe button. Help me help you, help you help me. By the time I post this video, it might be a day after, probably a day after. So on Tuesday, today's Monday the 23rd, so the day the GOTENKS event actually released that I'm recording this. So yeah, if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. All my socials on the left if you want a faster reply. So this is the YouTube channel, but message me on rather Twitter or Discord, but there's Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description below, so make sure to check me on all of those. But yeah, let's actually get into preparing for this Legends Road GOTENKS Zenkai. Alright, so cool. Here I've actually brought up the Margin Boo page on the DBZ Space website for Legends, and the reason I've done this is so that you guys can actually see the amount of souls it takes to Zenkai a normal green Zenkai character. So I'm going to change it to Zenkai here and scroll all the way down to the bottom where it tells you how much souls you need. This is for panel 1, so class 1. But I'm going to change it to all so you can see that it takes this amount of Zenny, the souls there, the super souls, and for blue, and then the Zenkai souls for each color all the way to Zenkai 7. And just for consistency, I did the same thing with Android 16, so I'm going to show you here. Press all, 246 mil, 241 mil. The price has changed, but the souls look similar. So 13308 102, 13308 102. You can literally see the souls and super souls that are pretty similar, pretty much the same. And then just to make sure, we're going to check Beerus as well. The price varies from what I've seen, but the souls are the same. So this one's 246 mil. This one's actually the same, but Margin Boo was cheaper. So but the souls are the same, but this soul went down. Oh no, wait, it's the same, it's the same. I thought it went down for a second. But yeah, you can see it's pretty much similar. But we don't have a free to play green Zenkai yet in the game, from my knowledge. Let me just make sure. Yep. So, but correct me if I'm wrong. So what I've done, I've brought up Trunks Youth, and Trunks Youth, if I scroll all the way to the bottom, so the same thing, so all, you can see that he takes these amount of souls and these amount of super souls that are exclusive to him, which is the only thing different for Legends Road characters, which is why I've actually brought up Trunks Youth, because he's actually got his Zenkai. but then you can see with the souls and super souls, they are quite different because they have this the specific super souls for Trunks and the specific super souls for Trunks as well. So they're gonna vary a bit, but you can use this as a template, so you can assume that, oh, this one here, it takes mostly blue souls, blue super souls, and then it doesn't take any red any red souls and super souls, whereas here it does quite vary. It does take blue souls as well, not blue super souls because the character's green. So what I would imagine, because GOTENKS is going to be green, he's going to take obviously a bunch of these green souls for GOTENKS, I mean specific souls for GOTENKS, a bunch of these super souls for GOTENKS, and then these would be green, these would be green as well, so green souls, green super souls, and then for these, they would be, if we look at what they have there, they have green and blue. So it will take a lot of these that are green and then some of these that are blue as well. So green super souls, I mean green green Zenkai souls, and then blue Zenkai souls as well. So it's a mix of those along with what I explained before, and there's the Zenny amount. So that's what I'm going to be doing to prepare for actually GOTENKS, so I don't have to do it later. Of course, you might want to save your energy and whatnot, but this is only one half of the grind, because the other half is actually playing co-op and actually getting him to of course Zenkai 7 through the tickets that they'd probably do if it's a co-op event, which I'm assuming is going to be a co-op event because of the dates that lined up. So yeah, this is what I'm using for our bases. Hopefully this information is useful to you guys, especially this as well. Obviously it doesn't take the green souls, but yeah, that's the only difference, which is pretty neat. You just have to collect a bunch of these Zenkai souls, and then specifically these are pretty hard to grind, and I'll show you that when I switch. I'm gonna switch back to Legends now. Alright, so back to the full screen. You can see here that they actually give you some of the an event for grinding the super souls and souls for GOTENKS right here, but you can also get them in the exchange shop. I mentioned in my GOTENKS Legends Road guide that your exchange shop might look different to mine, simply because I've already got him to 6 stars, so I've grinded out a lot of things. You might have more Z power, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments so that I can actually compare. But that's how it was with Trunks Youth anyway, so people had comments for that. But you can collect them here, which is pretty nice. You can get 3,500, which is quite high, which is nice actually. So I don't have to, well, it's not that high because actually these are the souls, but the super souls only have 36 left, so I just got to finish buying that out. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was this event here. This is the event that you're going to use to obviously grind. So I'm going to bring out my GOTENKS team. You don't actually get extra drops, but you'll see that I'm going to use 10 energies just for sake's purpose. Actually, I'll use a full 100 just for the sake of the video. So I'm going to use 100 energies right here so you guys can actually see the amount of drops that I would get. So I'll go ahead using it now, and you're going to see every time I'd get about 7 super souls. The souls come in a bit more abundance. That time I got 4. This time what am I going to get? 11. Okay, let's see the consistency here. 9. Oh, so it varies quite a bit between 4 and 11 so far. Nothing lower than 4, nothing higher than 11 so far. Yeah, it's a bit more consistent. I'm gonna want to get the higher numbers. 12. That's nice. That's a nice drop. But you can see that if you're gonna need like 700 for all of the panels overall, collecting them through this is gonna take quite a bit of energy. That's why I'm suggesting you actually start grinding from now, so that later on you're not in such a hassle trying to do it after you even do the co-op grind. So I'm giving you this video so that when the co-op actually releases, you just focus strictly on the co-op and not resources. But not to say that you don't have a lot of time, because you have to remember that this event down here, so if I come out here, this one you can play every day and you do get souls and whatnot, so you can use this. I suggest you just be wary of the energy, but to know what Zenkai souls and super souls you need are important. For example, I'm doing adventures right now. If you don't want to use any of the exchange shops, if I go to my job list, I haven't played co-op today, so I'm not going to have any adventures. But if you play co-op, obviously, then you'd know that from the reward list you can actually get Zenkai souls, which is the perfect one that you need. Look, green and blue, just like how I showed you on the DBC Space website, which lines up perfectly. So most people are going to be doing co-op, so they're going to be getting these every day, and you're going to need the blue souls and the green souls, which are at the top, which is great. So yeah, that's one way you can get the Zenkai souls. And then obviously there's the exchange shops that already exist. So the best one's probably the Rush Medal shop. You're gonna literally get hella souls. You're gonna need green and blue, so yeah, prioritize those. There's also the dual coin shop, but I don't recommend it anymore because the Rush Medal shop exists. There's also the Z Medal shop, but I don't use this because I need adventures and whatnot. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up how you actually prepare for the Zenkai for Legends Road Gotenks. Hopefully everything goes smooth for you guys. It is quite a hectic time, especially with everything that's coming out during this period. You're gonna literally see the Black Friday units that come out. Hopefully they're Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful. If I did help you out or you did enjoy the video, please do me that favor, press the subscribe button on this grind to 10k for the end of the year. Leave a comment if you will. Like I said, my socials are there on the left and they're in the description below, so check me out on those. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.